Hi, this is Robert Smith. I'm in Craigienos, South Wales, and I'm answering questions today. And I have a question from Audrey Ramy, and she's asking a question about anxiety and panic attacks. Like, how do they work? You have to understand, anxiety and panic attacks are your unconscious mind's way of trying to keep you safe. Now, I know you consciously, it doesn't make sense. Why are you having these panic attacks? Why are you so afraid? And there's many parts to this. First of all, when you're feeling this and experiencing this, it definitely scares you. But why are you having it is the real question. Some of the bad things that people do inside their head is they actually romance the feelings, which means they start playing stories in their head, they start talking badly inside themselves, they start imagining the worst possible scenarios, they're feeling it all through their body, and they're really terrified of it. And yet, even though they're terrified of it, they begin to focus on it. They start looking for ways to avoid it, which, by the way, they're using their reference to have it to avoid it. That means they keep playing it in their head. Panic attack and anxieties, I'm an expert at. PTSD, I know how to do this. So how does it work? I work with many people who had anxiety, panic attacks, fears, phobias. And again, it's the same basic system. The unconscious mind has a program, picked up links, trying to keep you safe. One of the biggest ones that I worked with, her name was Marie. Now Marie, the first time I ever saw her, she was at a meeting, and she was sitting at the table. She had a little walker next to her, and she had this wig on. She had big eyelashes, looked like ski slopes, beads of sweat, and bright red lipstick. She's a heavy woman. And she started attending my seminars. At one point, she couldn't come anymore. She said, I would come to the seminar, I'd be parking outside, wanting to go in, and I feel like I'm getting ready to die. My heart's pounding through my chest. I'm so scared. And she decided that she wanted a session with me. And so we booked a session, and she didn't show up. She called me, she apologized, she said, I'm having those things. I am so scared. I said, I understand that, Marie. I can help you. Let's just book another appointment. So we booked another appointment. She didn't show again. Now, of course, this is back in the early days where I was working 6 to 8 hours a day, session after session after session. And she called me and she said, Robert, I'm sorry, I'm having panic attacks. I said, I understand. But Marie, I have people waiting in line. I'll book another appointment, but show up. Have somebody take you. So she came. And so here she is, she's in my office, and as she's talking about her panic attacks, and I do it to change. I look for the strategy. Since I know you're not broken, since I know there's nothing wrong with you, I know that your brain is doing something correctly. So my goal is to figure out how you're successfully creating this panic attack. Where are the trails? They lead to memories. What's the belief system? Who else has done this? Where did it all begin? And I began to get a strategy and how she's successfully creating panic attacks. Of course, she did say something kind of odd to me, and I thought, well, I'll take a little note. She says, I'm a light giver. Now, of course, I've been around, I call them the woo-woo people, the energy people, and there's a little bit of craziness there, and I go, okay, explain. I'm a light giver. And she went on to say, well, I go to someone's house, they have a lamp with no shade, and I'll put a little shade on it for them. I said, oh, okay, that makes sense. I thought it was really something strange. Nothing against people who do strange stuff, but I was just curious. So then she went on to talk about where she had, where she was raped and where she had been beaten and where she has been traumatized and trampled in a theater. And so I just getting the structure, and so, we think about panic attacks. And if you're having panic attacks, you think they're really bad. They're horrible. But the weird thing is, we have a tendency, if you have them, is you romance them. You use them, you think about them, and you think they're really bad. So on the second session, Marie came to see me, and of course, you know, when you walk in my office, you walk in the door, there's the green couch, a chair, a table with a lamp, and my desk is over here with a lamp above it. And we started talking. She says, I think I'm allergic to fluorescent lights. I said, oh, okay. And she says, that light above your desk is really bothering me. I said, well, let's test a few things. So I tilted the lamp more on her face. I went next to her and took the shade off the lamp. I said, 0 to 10, how bad is it now? She says, it's a 10. I said, close your eyes and go feel this for the last time. And just notice what you see, notice what you hear, notice what you feel. And I began to use my process. And I said, if anything shows up, just give me whatever it is. And she says, I got a memory of my mother dragging me from the bed by the hair into the bathroom and beating me with a hairbrush. Big emotions, tap, 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 change, change, change. And I'm working on this memory, re-imprinting the memory with the many processes. I have another memory. I said, what is it? Well, my uncle was doing naughty things to me in the bathroom, and I'm looking at the light. Tap, 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 change the memories, change the feelings. I have another memory. I said, what is it? She goes, I would wet the bed, and they would not let me have water. So I'd go to the bathroom, and I'd drink from the faucet, and I'd see the light. So here it is, understanding that the brain will link things together. Light equals something bad's going to happen. So her brain was trying to keep her safe with the panic attacks because of the bright lights. She couldn't go shopping, she couldn't go to Walmart, she couldn't go anywhere with bright lights, fluorescent lights. So we changed the memories. She started coming to seminar. And the truth is, her husband called me and he wasn't very happy. He said, Marie is not coming home at night. She's spending time shopping before she couldn't. So, are panic attacks and anxieties bad? No. It's your unconscious mind trying to keep you safe. Because see, I understand that your brain will take memories and link them together, and today you'll start regurgitating what it holds. You don't really know what's happening. You don't even know why. But then again, maybe you do. Because see, if you went to the experts who didn't know how to change the mind, they're going to say, you got a disease. They're going to say something mechanically is wrong with you. Your serotonin is off. There's no test to see if the serotonin is off. The truth is, it's memory. Panic attacks are trying to keep you safe. Anxieties are trying to keep you safe. The question is, where did it come from? And that's where we use the Art of Change process. It's powerful. It elicits strategy. And we just don't tap. We do many things to change your mind, and you'll change your life. Panic attacks, anxieties, fears and phobias are all internal processes, and they're doing something correctly. So what you want to do is do a good question. How did it start? Have I ever? And all the references, and then change those memories. If you don't know how to change your memories, you need to come and learn what I teach. Eutaptics, FasterEFT. It will change your life. We have an online level 1 course, How to Heal Yourself 101. Learn how to solve your own problem. We're going to give you the many ways to re-imprinting memories. Because see, there's a lot of people who've been in therapies, a lot of people use EFT, a lot of people use all types of therapies, but if you don't finish the job isn't finished. And that's where I take you to the next level. I started EFT 18 years ago, NLP about 24 years ago. I have created a system that will change your life. It's simple, it's effective, it has a beginning, a middle, and end. You'll understand how you are very successful. So come join FasterEFT. Come join us, Eutaptics. Peace.
this world than there has ever been before. We gotta let go, let the love flow. There's more love in this world than there has ever been before. We gotta let go, let the love flow. In this world than there has ever been before. We gotta let go, let the love flow. There's more love in this world than there has ever been before. We gotta connect to our soul, let the love flow.